Your wife reaches for you in bed, and for the first time in your marriage, you feel nothing. Not nervous, not excited, nothing. And that terrifies you more than any diagnosis ever could, because you remember who you used to be, the man who couldn't keep his hands off her, the man who felt powerful, hungry, alive in his own skin. Now, you're a stranger in your own body. And the worst part isn't that you can't perform, it's that you don't even want it anymore. But here's what really hits you. It's not just the bedroom. It's everything. The energy, the drive, the mental sharpness, the strength you used to take for granted, all of it fading together. And it all traces back to one hormone most men are silently bleeding dry. I'm Dr. Julia Rhodes, and I am a men's sex therapist who's worked with couples for over a decade. And today, I'm going to reveal exactly how to naturally restore your testosterone and bring back the sex drive you thought was gone forever, without medication or expensive treatments. This isn't theory. It's what I see work in my practice every single week with men who are ready to accept a sexless life until they learned what I'm about to share. But before we get into it, let me ask you something. When did you first notice you stopped wanting sex the way you used to? Drop a comment and let me know. And if you're serious about restoring your desire and feeling sexually alive again, hit that subscribe button right now, because I share evidence-based strategies like this every single week. Here's what most men get wrong. Most men think their sex drive just fades naturally with age, and there's nothing they can do about it. But here's what actually happens. Your sex drive doesn't disappear because you're old. It disappears because your testosterone has dropped. And testosterone controls everything that makes you feel sexual: desire, arousal, the ability to perform, recovery time, even how attracted you feel to your partner. The truth is, after 30, testosterone declines about 1% per year. By 60, you're running on roughly 70% of what you had in your prime. But here's the catch. That decline accelerates when you're sedentary, overweight, sleep-deprived, and stressed. And this is exactly why so many men over 60 lose their sex drive completely. It's not multiple separate problems. It's one hormonal domino effect. Low testosterone kills desire. No desire means no intimacy. No intimacy creates distance in your relationship. That distance kills what's left of your motivation to even try. It's a vicious cycle that destroys marriages and leaves men feeling like less than themselves. You're not broken. Your body is responding to decades of signals telling it to slow down production. This isn't your fault. Most men were never taught that testosterone decline is something you can slow, stop, or even reverse through specific daily actions. Here's what's actually happening in your body. Biologically, testosterone is produced primarily in your testes, triggered by signals from your pituitary gland in your brain. But here's what makes this matter for your sex drive. Testosterone is the hormone that creates sexual desire in men. It's what makes you notice your partner sexually, what triggers arousal, what drives you to initiate intimacy. Without adequate testosterone, that entire system shuts down. Studies show that men who remain sedentary experience testosterone decline 30% faster than men who stay physically active. A landmark study followed over 800 men aged 60 to 75 and found that those who implemented specific lifestyle interventions saw testosterone increases of 20 to 40% within just 12 weeks. And 73% of them reported significant improvements in libido and sexual satisfaction. Think of it like this. Your sex drive runs on testosterone the way a car runs on fuel. No fuel? The engine doesn't start. You need to refill the tank. Now, here's the key. There are 3 primary biological levers you can pull to signal your body to increase testosterone production and restore your sex drive naturally. When you activate all 3 together, the compounding effect on your libido is dramatic. Let me walk you through this step by step. First, resistance training. Biologically, when you lift heavy weights, you create micro tears in your muscle tissue. Your body interprets this as a survival signal and releases testosterone and growth hormone to repair that tissue and make it stronger for future challenges. Physically, you need to do compound movements, squats, deadlifts, bench press, rows, exercises that engage multiple large muscle groups simultaneously. This creates the maximum hormonal response. Emotionally, lifting weights restores your sense of masculine power and capability, which directly impacts sexual confidence and desire. Practically, aim for 2 to 3 sessions per week, focusing on progressive overload, gradually increasing weight or reps over time. Men who lift consistently report feeling sexually interested again within 4 to 6 weeks. Second, sleep optimization. Biologically, testosterone production peaks during REM sleep cycles, which occur in the deepest stages of sleep. If you're only sleeping 5 or 6 hours, you're literally cutting hormone production short every single night. Research shows men who consistently sleep less than 5 hours have testosterone levels 10 to 15% lower than men who get 7 to 8 hours. Physically, you need sleep consistency. Same bedtime, completely dark room, cool temperature around 65 to 68 degrees, and no screens an hour before bed. Emotionally, proper sleep regulates mood and reduces the irritability and mental fog that kills sexual interest. Practically, treat sleep like a non-negotiable appointment. 7 to 8 hours every night. Better sleep means more testosterone, which means your sex drive starts coming back naturally. Third, body composition management. Biologically, excess body fat, especially visceral fat around your midsection, produces an enzyme called aromatase that actively converts testosterone into estrogen. The more belly fat you carry, the more testosterone you lose to conversion, and the less sex drive you have. Multiple studies show that men who lose just 10% of their body weight can increase free testosterone by up to 50%, with corresponding improvements in libido and sexual function. Physically, focus on reducing processed foods. eating adequate protein to maintain muscle mass, and creating a modest calorie deficit of 300 to 500 calories per day. Emotionally, losing weight restores sexual confidence and eliminates the shame many men feel about their bodies during intimacy. Practically, aim to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week through a combination of strength training and improved nutrition. Men who lose significant belly fat consistently report wanting sex again. Now, let me tell you the 3 biggest mistakes men make that completely kill their sex drive recovery. Mistake number 1, relying only on cardio for exercise. Why it's wrong. Long, steady-state cardio increases cortisol, your stress hormone, which directly suppresses testosterone production and libido. What happens? You lose muscle mass, testosterone drops further, and your sex drive stays dead. The fix: make resistance training your priority, not cardio. Mistake number 2. Eating low-fat diets. Why it's wrong. Testosterone is synthesized from cholesterol. Without adequate healthy fats, your body literally cannot manufacture hormones. What happens? You starve your endocrine system of raw materials. The fix: include healthy fats from fatty fish, nuts, avocados, olive oil, and whole eggs daily. Mistake number 3, ignoring chronic stress. Why it's wrong. Chronic stress keeps cortisol elevated 24/7, and cortisol and testosterone have a direct inverse relationship. When one goes up, the other goes down. High cortisol doesn't just lower testosterone, it actively suppresses sexual desire. What happens? No matter what else you do right, your sex drive stays suppressed. The fix: implement daily stress management, deep breathing, walks in nature, meditation, or simply setting firm boundaries in your life. Now, here's something important about being over 60. Your body doesn't bounce back as fast as it did at 30, and your sex drive won't be exactly like it was at 25. But here's the truth. This actually becomes your greatest advantage. Younger men rush through sex because they're focused on performance and finishing. They lack the patience and emotional presence that makes sex actually satisfying. But you've learned through decades of experience that intimacy is about connection, not speed. You understand that taking your time and being present matters more than lasting hours. That wisdom is exactly what makes you a better lover now than you ever were in your 20s. For men over 60, you have a massive advantage because you're no longer trying to prove anything or perform like a porn star. You understand that real desire and genuine connection beat youthful energy every time. When your testosterone comes back, combined with your life experience and emotional maturity, you become the kind of lover younger men can't touch. You know how to make it matter. So here's my question for you. Which of these 3 areas, strength training, sleep quality, or losing belly fat, do you think is affecting your sex drive most? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one and often reply. And if you want the complete testosterone and libido restoration protocol, including specific workout plans, sleep hygiene techniques, meal templates, and supplement guidance I didn't have time to cover here, join my free newsletter. Every week, I share evidence-based strategies specifically for men over 60 who want to restore their sex drive and feel desire again. Links in the description and pinned in the comments. Remember, losing your sex drive isn't about your age. It's about the signals you're sending your body. When you consistently signal strength, recovery, and vitality through how you move, sleep, eat, and manage stress, your body responds by producing the testosterone that brings desire back. True masculine vitality and sexual desire don't come from accepting decline as inevitable. They come from taking responsibility for your hormonal health and giving your body what it needs to want sex again. I'm Dr. Julia Rhodes, and I'll see you in the next one.